Hello everybody, Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, reacting to the Toronto Raptors 137-134 overtime win. In the preseason, we got another preseason classic against the Boston Celtics, and my goodness, am I excited watching this team, because the Raptors have had their ups and downs over the course of preseason. Most of the ups have, weirdly enough, come from the deep bench, and tonight, not only did the deep bench play well, not only did our sort of mid-tier stars, the whole entire roster, everyone that stepped on the court, maybe a couple of exceptions that we'll dive into this game, but overall, pretty well everyone played absolutely remarkable. And I'm just elated watching this game happen, watching everything sort of come together at the right times, right? There was a lot of criticism thrown towards Scottie Barnes, towards OG Anunoby, where we found out Scottie Barnes was dealing with an injury coming into training camp, so some excuses can be made for his struggles early on in preseason, but he completely flipped the script, switched up the narrative, and was absolutely dominant here tonight. OG Anunoby had all of his haters out there saying, oh geez, I'll get it out there early. It's not the award yet, but everyone that was hating on OG Anunoby's got to say oh geez to the way that he looked tonight, because when people say OG Anunoby has all-star potential, when people say that, right? This is what they're pointing to. When that handle is tight, when he's getting to the rim at an elite level, when he's knocking down his threes, knocking down his jump shots, knocking down his middies, this is the OG Anunoby we're talking about. I am just juiced. I am just stoked about this squad. Man, this was a wild game. But let's dive into the players. I just hyped up Scottie and OG, but let's get it rolling to start. The one, the only, the award, you guys know what's coming. The one, the only, the Scottie Barnes Award. And tonight, it's going to the guy that just was overall the most impressive looking dude on the court. As you guys know, the criteria of this award is fluid, so every night it changes. And while OG Anunoby was absolutely fantastic, especially for the first half, Scottie Barnes, my goodness gracious, 25 points in this game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 10 of 20 shooting, knocked down 2 threes, but the way that he gets to the rim, the way that he uses his size, when he's being aggressive, right? We're looking for Scottie Barnes to take shots, to look for his offense, right? Not even if he's making a bunch of shots, not even if he's fully effective at, knocking down threes, being the most efficient three-point shooter, mid-range shooter, whatever. We just want him taking shots, taking a wide number of shots, and aggressive Scottie Barnes looks like a superstar. I know emotions are running high after a big preseason win against the Boston Celtics, but when he is looking for a shot, driving downhill, taking his middies, you see the superstar potential in Scottie Barnes. And my goodness, his length, his body control as he pushes people off him, he bodies people off, they bounce off him like he's nothing. It looks like people are going to be roasting me in the comments, but he's looking like prime LeBron. The way people are bouncing off Scottie Barnes in the paint. We're talking big dudes, solid defenders on this Boston Celtics team. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who they are. Scottie Barnes is making them look foolish. Grant Williams, I don't want to spoil any spicy Pilates of the day, but the way Scottie Barnes absolutely shaking this man on the wing, he's toying with him with that handle. It reminds me of the season when Kawhi Leonard came in, and he wasn't really known for his handle, even though he did have a little bit of a bag in San Antonio, but he came to Toronto with just moves galore, and he was working that stuff, toying with people on the wings. Scottie Barnes was doing that tonight to Grant Williams, and man, this was just crazy. This gets me juiced. This gets me hyped. Angelo saying don't overreact. We've got Jay's Digest in the chat talking stay shifty, man. It's just exciting having a guy on your roster that has that high level of impact, has the potential to grow into something. You see flashes of it like you did tonight. Shout out to Scottie Barnes, man. Shout out to Scottie Barnes. You know the vibes. This man is elite. But I can't start off this podcast. I can't get into our top players and not give credit where credit's due to a guy that has been bagged on, has been trashed by a tremendous number of Raptors fans during this preseason, during the offseason. People are saying we should trade him, we should move on from him. And yes, for Kevin Durant, it makes sense. Even for Donovan Mitchell, I get it. But some people are throwing OG Anunoby due to some questionable injury situations last season, right? How he only played 40 games the past 2 years. We have question marks about his health. But OG Anunoby is proving what he can do. when he is ready to go, when he is locked in, when he is fully healthy, when he has his bag, when he's looking to be aggressive. Same thing with Scottie Barnes, obviously to a lesser extent with OG Anunoby, but when OG's looking to slash, when he's not just sort of being passive out there on the wings, hucking threes and stuff, OG is really, really solid. He's even bigger than Scottie Barnes, right? He's got those calves, got that upper body where people just bouncing off him, right? That's OG Anunoby was dominant tonight. The middies were elite. He had 32 points in this game, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, playing elite defense, 4 of 5 from the 3-point line. And this is going to be key. Regardless, obviously no one expects OG Anunoby to drop 32 points a game. That's not something we're asking. If it happens, we're going to win the next 5 championships. But if OG Anunoby can come in, provide the 3-point shooting at a higher clip, right? We know he's efficient from behind the 3-point arc, but if he can knock down more attempts where they're not just all spot up catch and shoots, where he can create some threes to the hands and the face, and then also take them off the dribble, the midi pull-ups is what's going to set OG Anunoby apart from a top tier, a high quality 3-and-D role player to, okay, this guy has to be considered a star. All-star, maybe not, right? There has to be more added to the bag, but if he can be knocking down those midi pull-ups, right, from the kill spot, from the free throw line, right? If he can get down in those lanes, shoot over people, whether it be Tatum, same way Scottie Barnes is doing tonight, we're going to be scary, man. We are going to be a scary, scary squad because this squad is looking elite. And High Society saying Brogdon should fire his agent, and I agree. We just made a video talking about how Brogdon was this close to sign with the Toronto Raptors, and we beat them twice in preseason. So Malcolm Brogdon, you're scrubbing. Who cares? They made the finals last year. We're a better squad. We out here making the finals this season. But those aren't the only 2 guys that played elite. And guys, let's drum up this propaganda. Let's get it going. Let's get it rocking because Precious Achiuwa, better than Bam, the next Giannis, all of that stuff. Precious Achiuwa, man, is, he has his high moments, he has his low moments. The threes were a little bit disappointing. I went 0 for 7, but had 18 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, was driving the lanes, 10 of 13 from the free throw line, which is key. And he missed one at the end, but made the second one. That's chill. And we got a super chat coming in from Cherry Reaper Game and saying trade Siakam. And Cherry Reaper, I appreciate this super chat. It's all love, but why trade Siakam when you can add him to this mix of phenomenal players? What do we get? What do we get in Almas? Siakam's elite buys. We can't be trading Siakam. But I know you're just out here trolling. But Precious Achiuwa, man, even the jump shot. The jump shot is scaring me a little bit because it was bad to start last year and just became astronomical in the second half of the season. Was shooting 45% for a couple months there in the second half of the year. I wasn't sure if that was sustainable, but the 3-point shot I'd like to see back, but the way he can just drive the lane, finish on top of people, right? If you take out the 7 threes that he missed, right, he's just getting to the lane at will. And he missed a couple bunnies in this one as well, but as he gets more into form, we saw it last season, Precious is just going to be an elite guy if he can get us easy shots. And this is an issue with the Toronto Raptors team. We don't have a lot of guys that can get us easy shots night in, night out. And Precious can become one of those guys. That's going to be essential. So shout out to Precious. He was an absolute beast. But we and Cherry Reaper Gaming coming in with a super chat that start off. I'll read it here now. Saying Koloko is amazing. OG on the floor instead of Siakam tonight. Show me Siakam and Fred VanVleet are extremely tradable. Cherry Reaper, we can have it all, man. We don't need to trade Fred VanVleet. We don't need to trade Pascal Siakam just because our next guys are stepping up. Pascal Siakam was elite for us in the playoffs. Fred VanVleet was an all-star last season. Right, we're not giving those guys up for nothing, but I do appreciate the super chat, and I do agree with the first part of your super chat comment saying Christian Koloko, man. He did get a T, I believe, at the end, which subbed him out. I'm surprised. Well, I guess Precious, they wanted to run the squad with him, but 6 of 6 shooting. Had 12 points. Okay, fouled up. Wasn't sure if it was a foul or a technical foul, but had 6 personal fouls, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks. And what I was talking about with Precious, right? And the alley, I don't want to spoil any segments, but Christian Koloko, we watched him in Summer League and we said, okay, this guy's probably a season in the G League, needs to work on his game a little bit, work on his post moves, get his touch around the rim because the intangibles are there. He's blocking shots left, right, and center. He's diving to the rim. He can dunk the basketball really well, but as a post, you sort of need you need to be able to finish around the rim in the NBA, regardless of how big you are. But that was his question mark. when we watch him in Summer League. This dude is getting buckets on Al Horford. He's going 6 for 6 against one of the best defenses in the entire NBA. I'm not saying he's going to be a reliable big man for us this season. I can confidently say he's going to be a legitimate NBA player. But Christian Koloko, man, he's way ahead of where I expected him to be at this point in his career. In preseason and stuff, his touch has... I don't know if it's just me. I mentioned on previous live streams. Does this guy not look like Serge Ibaka around the rim? With just the form, right? I know he's a little bit taller, a little bit lankier. Serge had a bit more muscle. Obviously, he's older. Koloko's going to put on more muscle, but just the movements. They feel like Serge Ibaka out there with that touch, and Serge Ibaka was not missing any of those post hooks around the rim. So, Koloko, man, I am hyped. I am hyped to see how this guy develops. Another absolute steal for Masai during the second round. And we have a super chat coming in from PK saying Koloko will be our starting center in the playoffs. And while that is certainly a hot take, coming in from PK, I'm probably not going to agree starting. I don't think Nick Nurse is going to trust a rookie in the playoffs, but I'm all with you for being a rotation player. I'm all with you being a guy that's going to be able to come in at least give us 10-15 minutes this season. And like reliable 10 to 15 minutes. And we're loaded kind of in the front court now at this point with Chris Boucher, Thaddeus Young, Precious Achiuwa, obviously Siakam starting at center at this point, right? We have some guys up in the front court. Koloko's going to carve out some minutes if he continues to finish at this level because he brings the defense. That lob Fred VanVleet had to him, Koloko had to be about 15 feet in the air when he tipped that thing in, right? We have a lob threat now for Fred VanVleet for our smaller guards to throw in. This is legit. This is legit from our squad. I love it. And we got a couple super chats coming in. One from Bueno Kitty saying, about the Raps 3-point shooting. Ouch. Bueno Kitty, don't kill the vibes. Don't kill the vibes, sir. But we'll be talking about the 3-point shooting. We're just focused on OG Anunoby's 4 or 5 3-point shooting. But we'll leave that for the segments and stuff. But definitely something that we have to work on. Get Koloko out there shooting some threes. And Tall Man coming in with another super chat, or with a super chat saying, Special K? You know, we got Spicy P from Cameroon. We got Spicy P. Do we have Special K coming out? Special, I assume that's for Christian Koloko. I kind of like that nickname, honestly. Special K, like the cereal, you know? Let me know what you guys' favorite cereal is in the comment section or in the chat. I want to get your reactions. Big on Cheerios again lately, so Special K is obviously legit. But man, that is Koloko. Juancho Hernangomez had 7 boards in this game, 3 rebounds, or 3 points. Sorry, he had a solid one. But the guy that we got to talk about as well, ice the game for this team. Ice the game. It's Dalano Banton. He's our backup point guard, and it sucks for Malachi Flynn. It sucks for this man. Because just as he gets an opportunity, he was playing at the start of preseason. He looked good in that one preseason game he played. But Dalano, people are saying Koloko's ready. Let me know in the chat if you think Delano's ready. Because that's truth. And we have a super chat with no words from Peter Sabrin. Donate $1. Peter, I appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate all the super chats that are coming in. But CT Crunch is absolutely amazing. I agree with that, Nick G. But, man, Dalano Banton out here in this game. 13 points. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 of 13 from the field, and missed his threes. But he was taking some tough shots. The efficiency wasn't like there, but they all felt good, right? They weren't Dalano Banton not being confident. They weren't him being passive. They weren't him being, the Dalano we saw at times when teams would run to a 2-3 zone and he'd just be completely rendered out of the game. No, Delano's driving, he's slashing, he's going straight to the rim. He's getting buckets, not afraid of anyone. Dalano Banton is not afraid of anyone in that paint. And a lot of his buckets came down the stretch when the Raptors needed the most. He calmed himself down. He's not turning over the ball as much. In this game, I didn't even look at the stats. 1 turnover, just from the eye test. He's not playing out of control because there's a difference between playing fast and playing rushed. And Dalano Banton is at his best when he is playing fast. That's what we want out of Dalano Banton. But we don't want him rushed when he's turning over the ball and missing shots and stuff. And while he did maybe rushed a couple of layups, I like his decision-making. Had a couple gorgeous, beautiful chef's kiss passes. Shout out to Dalano Banton, man. I love that. And Peter's coming in with another super chat with no words. Hey, I appreciate the super chats. Just getting your name. You're getting your shout outs for the super chats there. So I appreciate all of that. But man, folks, chat, let me know. Throw yeses in the chat if you think Dalano Banton is going to be our backup point guard. If you think we're not having to worry about Scottie playing PG. We're not going to have to worry about Pascal playing more of the facilitating role. We're not going to worry about Flynn. Downton's a guy I'm not even going to touch on just yet. But I think Downton was probably the biggest threat for the backup point guard now. I digress on that point. But yes, throw a yes if you think without all the other factors, Dalano Banton will be our backup point guard. Throw it in the chat. But, man, because Dalano is absolutely elite. He is elite in this game. And I guess, speaking on Dalano, because he's one of our unguaranteed guys, everyone's saying yes in the chat. But he's one of our unguaranteed guys. We got to talk about some of the deep bench players. And Justin Champagnie, I think, finally got a fair shot to run his game, to play his game out there tonight. And didn't look good for most of what I saw, right? Most of the game. But there were moments. There's flashes of the prime Justin Champagnie we want to see where he's hustling for rebounds. He's tipping that ball, right? And kicking it out. He creates extra possessions. But Champagnie had 7 points, 6 rebounds. We all know how good he is at the rebounding. And 2 blocks. And like the finishes he had, they look good, man. I love Champagnie's potential. But there's a big caveat with Justin Champagnie, and right now, the jump shot seems to have disappeared. It seems to have gone. It's gone sporadic. Like, Champagnie was knocking down threes for us last season, and he had one bad miss tonight and one proper airball, completely open corner three. That would have sealed the deal on this game. And Champagnie sort of just completely nothing, not rim, not mesh, all air in a corner three. That's tough. And Nick Nurse mentioned how offense is going to be a big deciding factor in who's going to make this roster. And he hurt himself with the shooting we saw. Hopefully it's just some jitters. Maybe it's the wrists that we had from the summer. But injuries and the lack of shooting, lack of creation ability, even though I thought he made some nice takes tonight, that's going to hurt Justin Champagnie's game. But the hustle in terms of the offensive glass, his touch around the rim does look nice. And just the extra possessions that he creates, along with just youth and all that sort of stuff, those are the pros for Justin Champagnie. But the guy he's competing with, the guy that he's fighting with, he's duking it out with, is Josh Jackson, who himself didn't have a flashy game tonight by any means. 2 points, 1 rebound. Ben, Champagnie had 7 and 6. It's an easy runaway with it, but you watch the game, and while Jackson didn't really take many shots, didn't seem like he was more of an afterthought out there on the offensive end, he was doing some things out there. He was hustling. He was tipping the basketball. He took a clear charge at the end of this game, which was a real momentum swinger. He had a gorgeous tip. I think it was a Sam Hauser 3 that if that got off, that might have been a crushing blow to all the momentum we were building up. And those hustle plays, they get you on the court with this Toronto Raptors team. I know Nick Nurse said he's looking for the offensive side of the basketball in terms of who's going to make the spot, with positional fit and all that sort of stuff. But we've seen Josh Jackson be dominant in these preseason games on the offensive end. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, man. Throw, and we got a couple super chats coming in. I'm getting distracted, but Peter's not even saying anything. Just donate $1. Peter, I appreciate the donated $1, man. You keep getting those shout outs. But all love. And then Bueno Kitty saying 3-pointers. Help us out. OPJ Kenobi? You're our only hope. Bueno, it's not OPJ Kenobi. Our only hope from the 3-point line is OG Juan Anunoby. You're our only hope, OG Juan. OG Juan Anunoby. He's our guy. 4 or 5 from the 3-point line. We don't need Otto. We don't need Bo Cruz. Even though those are 2 snipers we're expecting to have off the rim, off the net. But, man, this is a big dub. This is a big dub for the squad tonight. Another super chat coming in from Peter. Peter, I appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. And yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I think I did. But throw either Jackson, no other context, just Jackson, Champagnie in terms of the player that you want to see. Because one guy that seems like he's out of the mix at this point, I guess, is DJ Wilson. And I speculated he might be the guy that actually makes it, just given Nick Nurse's comments and stuff. But I'd imagine he would have gotten some run tonight if he had a shot at making this roster. So, and same with Gabe Brown. I think those 2 guys are out of the mix. So I think it's Champagnie or Jackson. So let me know. So that's what's happening. Also, before we swing into the segments, before we get too crazy, Jeff Dalton. I know it's not his biggest stat line tonight, 2 of 5 from the field. 2 rebounds. No assists, surprisingly, from Doughton. 4 points. The way this guy just creates looks for himself, he makes tough shots. He makes some gorgeous buckets. He's just so smooth out there. He's never rushed. And if Dalano Banton's struggling or Fred VanVleet's injured, I feel so bad for Malachi Flynn, man, but he's going to end up back in the Nick nursery this season. If he continues, when he gets an opportunity, he either gets thrown in health and safety protocols, he gets a minor injury, which keeps him out, and then he gets his opportunity in sort of an unideal situation, and just isn't, it's tough. It's tough when you're sort of not able to show out in preseason, show out when other guys are down. And it sucks for Flynn, but Doughton and Dalano Banton, between the two of those guys, how can you keep both of those guys off the court? Serious question to you guys out here. Like, how do you keep 2 of those guys off the court the way that they're playing? It's tough. It's tough. I don't know what to... Matt Hogg's saying Doughton should be our closer in crunch time, and Matt, the way he controls the game, his level of pace, obviously he's not as talented as like top guys at this point. And even though he's long, wiry, he's mid-range jumpers, I see what you're saying. He's just so comfortable out there. He's fluid on the court. It's just smooth watching this guy play basketball. It's a pleasure to watch this man do his art out there on the basketball court. I'm in love with this roster we got going here now. I'm in love with it. Obviously the threes are a question mark, but it's Clouden saying Doughton over Flynn, and this is even bagging on Flynn, man. It's just he doesn't seem to stay healthy. The basketball gods just don't want him to have this opportunity to come in. I'm sure Nick Nurse will actually give him a proper opportunity now come regular season when he's back healthy and stuff to be in the rotation, because we've seen flashes of Malachi Flynn be really good, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a difficult spot. And I'll run through the rest of the Fred VanVleet was all right. 4 of 9, 0 of 3 from the field. Had 4 steals, 7 assists. He's just creating out there on the squad. Thaddeus Young, he's just chilling till the preseason. He's amping up a little bit, got 8 rebounds in this game. But I think it's just time to swing into the segments. Keep the excitement, keeping the hype going. And tonight, the spicy key play of the day. There are a bunch of plays that it could go to, and while the OG Anunoby, the magic he was showing out there on the basketball court, his icy mid-range jump shots, Kawhi-esque mid-range jump shots, they each and every single one of them could go to OG. Scottie Barnes out there just making gorgeous plays. Him shaking Grant Williams like he's just some trash defender. The man that locked up Giannis in the playoffs, obviously not locked up, but played good defense on Giannis. Making him look like a pylon out there. Making him like a pylon that shoots 7 threes. Right? Making him look foolish. But the play it's got to go to, and I alluded to it when I was talking about Dalano Banton. But Dalano Banton, from about 2 feet beyond the 3-point line. 2 feet beyond the 3-point line, just said, hey, Precious Achiuwa, I see you cutting back door. And Noah Vonleh's a big man himself. Big burly man. Precious says, Dalano throws that lob. Perfect pinpoint accuracy. Precious throws that thing down. Get the propaganda going. Get the Dalano. Get the Precious propaganda rocking, because Precious catching lobs like that, that's elite, man. That's elite stuff from Precious Achiuwa. We absolutely love to see that from Precious, from Dalano. That 2-man game we got rocking. So we got that going. But not all plays can be the spicy play of the day, and some just make you say, oh geez. And tonight, the OG's play of the day, it's going to Khem Birch. Now, I've been given high praise to Khem Birch in this one. High praise. High praise, because Khem Birch has been out here hustling. He looks more healthy this season, but we got even though he didn't look unhealthy in this game, we had a moment in this one where he was given an absolute dime underneath the rim. Hands up, just had to lay it in. It came in for the dunk, just didn't finish underneath the rim. That was one for Khem Birch. And our other old guy on the roster, Thaddeus Young, missed a pinpoint, just open layup underneath the rim at this point. So we had a couple of missed bunnies in this game from Khem Birch, from our vets, Khem Birch and Thaddeus Young. So you're getting an OGs if you're missing some open layups out there underneath the rim. But those are the OGs. But finally, the infamous, the one, the only, the Paul Pierce Golden Kazoo Award, fitting for playing the Celtics. Paul Pierce Golden Kazoo. It's going out there for the buys, and the 3-point shooting is is what it's going to. It's Bueno Kitty mentioned in a super chat earlier. We still need to fix that issue on our squad. Now, no Siakam tonight, no Otto Porter Jr. as Bueno mentioned, right? You can have a pass with it. Gary Trent Jr. No, he's probably our most reliable 3-point shooter, but the squad only shot 24% from behind the arc tonight. Precious 0 for 7. Scottie 2 for 6. I don't mind him. I like that he's shooting. Dalano Banton 0 for 3. Champagny 0 for 2. Hernan Gomez 1 for 2. Hernan Gomez just got to be more aggressive, man. He's just got to look for a shot more, get more creative. Nurse talked about how he wants to get him in his spots. Know he's going to get some looks up, right? We need Juancho Hernan Gomez knocking down some shots. And Dr. Green saying, yo, Bo Cruz clogging up a roster spot. He might be clogging up a rotation spot if he's not looking for those threes, even though the form does look nice. And I think he's playing solid defense. He's rebounding and stuff. So I'm not trashing. I'm not saying he's wasting a roster spot as Matt Hogg is saying, but I think he's definitely and Dr. Green is also saying, right, we need more out of Bo Cruz. That's the only way to put it, but I think he'll be fine. But the 3-point shooting is definitely our issue. But folks, I wanna see what you guys have to say about this game. I'll swing it into the final alarm. Woo 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 woo. Boop, 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 boop. Woo 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 woo. Boop, 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 boop. That's right. The final alarm has sounded, folks. We want to hear what you guys have to say about this game, about the Toronto Raptors, about the deep bench, about everything. And while you guys catch up to the final alarm sounded off, I want to remind everyone, if you guys want to join the Raptors Digest Fantasy League, we had so much fun with that last year. It's a bit crazy, but we had a points league. It wasn't the craziest, most well-organized thing. But, it's going to be 9 categories this year. It's going to be limits on ad drops and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be it was really fun last year. It's going to be a fun league. And the winner's going to get a Scottie Barnes or your jersey of your choice. Scottie Barnes just seems like the logical choice of a jersey. Join the channel membership. You got to be superstar tier. And then the instructions will be there in a community post. You got to do it by the end of this weekend. Invites are going out this weekend. Starting to go out tomorrow. So you got to be joined that channel membership. There's only a few spots left. For this bad boy. So we gotta get that rocking. Get that filled out. So join the channel members. Helps out big time and have a lot of fun in the fantasy league. We got a super chat coming in from Bueno Kitty saying, missed threes hurt us last year. Cruz better outdo Svi, and certainly he's definitely got to outdo Svi. Be disappointed if he doesn't outperform Svi. So that's key. We got Phil B's asking where's Riker. Keep it real, guys. I don't know where Riker is. He's supposed to be back by now. Not gonna lie, we had some fun things planned, but he hasn't answered my text. So people that follow Riker on Instagram, tell him to hit me back. He's ghosting my messages, but I don't know what's going on. Pray for Riker. But we got the Weus going in. But yeah, we got Peyton Pritchard out here. Man, I was hoping. I was worried when Peyton Pritchard got the open 3. How devastating would it be? Peyton Pritchard, a guy that notoriously kills the Raptors. We're not hyping this game. We're not getting sad. We got Riker at a monastery. That's wild out here. Bo gotta go. Or Hauser. I'm mixing buys up. I don't know what's on the go with this, but we got the 100. People are not fans of Bo Cruz right now. We're sleeping on Mr. Bo Cruz, and he definitely has to win me over. He does. I'm not sold on him being surefire rotation guy like Nick Nurse is talking about, right? But we'll see what's happening. People are talking about Riker. I'm behind on the chat, so the way you're smiling through explain not know, right? I just straight up don't know where he's at. It's posted an IG source. I think he's good. I'm sure he's good, but I had some fun. We have some fun things planned for Riker to come back, and I've been waiting to do it, but he's been traveling and stuff. So that's why. And for people that don't know, and people are speculating there's like beef between us. There's not, but I want to do some Mimi stuff with his return, but it's just it's just I don't know where the guy is. So he's also in Ontario, so I can't like knock on his house or something. But Bueno Kitty's out here saying, tell Reiki, no more load management, back to RD. That's what I'm saying, boys. We need no more load management. No more. No, I'm not even breaking that out at this point. But Marcus Smart injured. I haven't checked my phone after this game. I hopped right in this. I'm gonna keep it real. I was hooping right. I missed the start of the first quarter. I came home and right from basketball. Didn't even get to shower. I'm out here. I threw a hoodie on my gear, so I haven't checked my phone. I've just been watching this Raptors game, juiced about this performance from the squad. But Juancho just doesn't look hungry out there. And maybe it's just preseason thing. Maybe it's a melatonin overdose. Jeez, that's tough. But he's being held against his will. So we have I'll still do it if Riker responds. But get the RD army out here. Ask him where Riker's at. But I feel like I'm hitting up like Riker is a very attractive man. But I feel like I'm texting a hot chick and I'm just getting ghosted. I don't know what's going on. But might be let's see what's happening here. Start the fake news. Nameless caught on the Tom Duke, the legend. I don't know if I've just missed you, man. I don't know if you've been out on the pods, but I'm happy to see you back in the chats, my guy. Legend Tom Duke in the chat. But Nick Nurse loves these kinds of plays like Bo Cruz there that are all hype with no actual game. I don't know about that. I don't know about no actual game. Patrick McCaw might be fit that route, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with Bo Cruz. Starting the drama melatonin OD. This is tough out here, fellas. This is wild. We're out here going crazy. But the beard could be crazy. That's true. But why does everyone know you, Tom? Because Tom Duke's the legend, guys. I don't know what you're going on with. Everyone knows the legend, Tom Duke. But Bo is a world champ. That's true. Eurobasket champ. Maybe not world champ yet, but he will be a world champ once he gets the Eurobasket and Raptors championship this year. Liam O'Reilly saying Scottie played well. And how are you guys feeling about Scottie Barnes at this point? Obviously, had an up and down preseason, but the way he looked tonight is what I expected from him just after all the footage we saw. Yes or no? Yes or no? All-star for Scottie Barnes. In the chat, let me know. Let me know what's happening. Also, get a little like spike going on this pod. Get a little like spike. If you haven't got a little like spike going, we're at 43 likes. I haven't played this animation. I'm slacking on our animations right now. I need to cook up a few more coming into this season. But Jackson played like a beast. I definitely agree with that, Graham. Even though the stats don't show a tremendous performance from Josh Jackson, I thought he brought the hustle, and that's paired with his high output he performed in the first few preseason games. That might get him a roster spot. But there's a few legends about these parts, man. Nameless legend as well. People are making their names out here in the Raptors Digest community. We appreciate all you guys. But Bo played a good team defense. He understands what the team needs him to do, and that's 100% PK. He's getting rebounds. He's out there moving well. He doesn't foul that much, for a long, wiry, mobile guy. Bo Cruz is definitely going to get his opportunities. The 3-point shots is really the biggest need for this Raptors squad, so it's the thing we're most looking for. But it's something we're definitely looking at. But Scottie looked good. Hopefully, it's a good season. That's true. But not an all-star yet. His start was slow this game. He can get it though. He's definitely gonna get to that level at some point. But I wouldn't be surprised if he gets to that level right now. But I felt like Downton had 15 points, and Haroon, that's what I'm saying, man. I was surprised looking at the box score. He only had 4, but this dude is out here looking smooth, looking shifty. Feels like he never misses those floaters or mid-range jump shots. I just love Jeff Doughton, man. I love his game. But rather have Brown come in off the deep bench and hit an important 3. And that's something I heard a lot of people saying after the previous post-game reaction, Tom. And Brown's going to be a G League guy. He came in with the Exhibit 10 contract, or Exhibit 9, whatever they're called. Right, so I don't imagine he'll actually have a shot at making the roster, but I get the sentiment. Like, we need shooting off our bench. It's definitely a legit there. And Scooby-Doo's in. Scooby-Doo's in. Shout out Scooby-Doo. We're talking about all the legends out here. Shout out the squad. But Scottie's a two-way playmaking, inside-out, shot-creating lockdown. And Toronto Raptors scout Don. Definitely agree, man. That's facts. That's facts. And it's only a matter of time until they change the name of the arena to Scottie Bank Arena. That's facts. And guys, I completely forgot. This game was in Montreal. The game was so good. I forgot to mention how the fans were absolutely electric. People that don't know, I lived in Montreal for 4 years. I went to school there, and then COVID brought me back home. But I'm wearing my McGill hoodie. But I went to one of the last games that were in Montreal, where Kawhi, Lowry, and all of them were there for preseason. But Montreal crowds are always electric. We also just launched Habs Digest for any fans out there, any fans of the Montreal Canadiens. But c'est les crêtes de Montréal. C'est très très excitement. My French is bad. I'm practicing on my French kind with Josh Goss, Jesse Poirier, the legends over on Habs Digest. Definitely check out their channel. And folks, that's also one thing I want to mention. The channels, we launched 2 new channels recently in the past month, Jay's Digest and Habs Digest. Courtside Digest is popping off. We got myself and Marcel over there. Leafs Digest, you guys already know. Bangers drop from Goody and Phil, left, right, and center. But if you guys could hit the subscribe button, even if you're like not a big fan of if you are a big fan of the team, I definitely recommend hitting the sub button. They're putting out fire content. But if you can hit the subscribe button for the Habs Digest and Jay's Digest, it mean the world to me. They're both on the road to 1,000 subs, right? That's the main first stomping goal. So if you guys just hit that sub button, appreciate that. Obviously, subscribe to us. You're not subscribed, but if you get subscribed to those channels, that'd be big time plays. But the Montreal crowd, I got off track there. I got off tangent. And Ken Burge is out there, balling out in his home city, right? You love to see that. Special. We got a super chat coming in from Tom M saying Special K cereal box Annie please. Tom M, just for you, my guy. That animation's coming within the week. I gotta cook up a bunch. I got a bunch of ideas in courts. I got a bunch of ideas for this. I just gotta do them. Gotta come in, lock in on my animation grind, get those rocking. Because what animations do we still have going? I don't even remember. We got the Woj Bomb. We got the live show. You guys are getting a tour through our animation. We got the Young Socialites still here playing through. We got a lot of these are gone. A lot of these have disappeared. That's a good trade machine. Let us know what animations you guys think, because Special K cereal box is definitely coming. But dropping the like section for Mixtape Bang getting ghosted by Riker, it's still coming through. It's a vibe. G saying bully ball Barnes. Love to see him driving the lanes and stuff. And I feel like the chat, we gotta give some love to OGN and Obi. But bro really said c'est très excitement. What is it? That is very excitingly or. Mon français c'est mal, right? C'est très mal, mais je prendre le français. Je veux habiter à Québec rural à l'année prochaine. Donc, je dois apprendre beaucoup de français à les prochains mois. Rate my French 1 to 10, folks. Better be all 10s in the chat. That's what I'm saying. Scooby-Doo saying Raptors Digest best strategist channel. Appreciate y'all. We're all a community. We're all one digest channel, folks. We're all. Once you're a part of the digest channel, you're once you watch one, you get that going. Tom M saying get rid of the milk animation. The milk animation will never die, Tom M. But we need a milky animation for the cereal one, Tom M. You're asking for a cereal animation. You don't want the milky animation there. What are we even talking about here? But we got this rocking. And ooh, ouais. Les numéros c'est grand dans le chat de YouTube. C'est mon accent. Je veux parler le français avec un accent de Terre-Neuve et Labrador, mais en français. I wanna be able to speak with a Newfoundland accent in French. I feel like that's the ideal goal. That's the peak of English language. If I can start to because I don't usually throws on my Newfoundland accent when I'm on the podcast, right? I only does it when I'm talking about his hair. It comes out naturally, but like it's not my YouTube voice. But if I could speak in a French accent with the Newfoundland accent, I feel like that would be pinnacle of my life. That's what I'm saying. That's disgusting. People are not liking the fluid criteria for the Scottie Barnes Award. Should I just call it the fluid animation? Whatever it is, milky, is it butter? I don't know. I originally pitched it to everyone to let us use it. It's butter, right? It's butter on the screen, but I think it's just fluid at this point. I think it's just what's happening. But Scottie loves Montreal. Scottie does love Montreal. I love Montreal too, man. Montreal is the spot. Tony saying Ben for Prime Minister. My first rule as Prime Minister would be to make Scottie Barnes Prime Minister. So vote me in. That's what I'm saying. But that's why I'm learning French, Shy. I'm doing my best. I'm on my grind. That's what I'm doing. But what's today's upload about? Today's upload, and I'm reminding you guys, folks, to please watch the video. It always tanks when I upload them before Raptors game, but it's kind of oldish, not oldish news, but news that happened over the last 2 days, so I feel like it got redundant, but I digress. Juancho Hernangomez is going to be a rotation piece. We almost acquired Malcolm Brogdon over the offseason, so wild stuff. Wild stuff. We're kind of in the dead area of the season for the Raptors. Views aren't always hitting this time of year for the Raptors and the courtside and stuff. Courtside's popping off, but definitely check out that video. It's a good video. But pretty awesome how many Raptors went to Slim Doug Foundation event last night. That's true. Shout out all the Raptors fans out there. They're all across the country, man. Raptors fans, I'm in Newfoundland, seen in Montreal, BC, Alberta. Say where you're from, not just across the country, just all across the world, man. That's what's happening. El Trickster's asking Jackson or Champagne. That's the question, man. I'm still on the fence about all that sort of stuff. But the fluid is worse. But that's tough. But this was the version of OG we lacked. Yeah, we needed OG. We need OG and we playing at an elite level. We need him balling out for this squad this season. But the fluid animations normally it goes across Ricker's face. Love it. But did we talk about Jeff Doughton yet? He's got some handles. I felt safe when he had the ball. Am I wrong to not get excited about him? Veggie Stew. We've been raving about Jeff Doughton on this podcast. He's so smooth, and everything that you agree I've been echoing on this podcast. Absolutely love this man as a two-way guy. Probably one of our better looking two-way guys I've actually seen on the squad. So you love that. The Montreal crowd is amazing. You know, I know the expansion teams are likely going to Vegas and Seattle. I know Canada's team, right? Like, it's cool that the Raptors have a country for their team. But I love a team in Montreal, man. BC, like one of those two places. The crowds are always nuts. Basketball is crazy in Canada. People love to hoop. People love watching hoop. They love hoop. Montreal, all I saw when the Raptors won the chip, and the city was crazy. I was in Montreal till game 3 of the Raptors finals run where we won the chip. The city was on rails. Absolutely popping, right? And when we won the chip, I went back to Montreal like 4 months later, 4 months after, 3 months after we won the chip, and the posts, the street posts, the walls, the alleyways, they're all posted with white pieces of paper printed out saying "Merci Kawhi." Like, how legendary is that? How legendary is that stuff? They were just all over the place. Absolutely love to see it. But Jeff was nice with the wet stroke and his jump shot. Definitely a fluid looking stroke for Jeff Doughton in this game. Definitely a fluid looking stroke. Love to see that. But well, if they're Habs fans, they shouldn't be Raptors fans. Sorry. If they're Habs fans, you can be a Habs fan, a Raptors fan. Raptors are like all Canada, right? Raptors are not owned by Ontario and Toronto, right? You can be a Habs fan, and you obviously can't be a Habs fan, a Leafs fan, I'd imagine. But you know, you gotta be all over the place. And Bueno's asking for Joshy Ice betting lines for those YouTube shorts. Yeah, that's Joshy Ice is going to be rocking out. Joshy Ice is killing it on the Leafs Digest right now, and we're the watch along. It's not happening during the preseason. Josh has got a full-time job and stuff now, so I don't know if he's going like full all out in the watch alongs, but Joshy Ice is still going to be popping off the vids. We got all that stuff rocking. That's all getting planned out for the preseason. So I want to plan things out with Riker, whether he's like still on break or not, but we got to plan everything out, get stuff rocking. But Scottie Barnes' nickname is Magic Curry. I love that, especially when Scottie Barnes could be knocking down some threes. 905 was very fun to watch. I'd imagine. They're like Raptors guys. They play the similar style of play. But I'm in Edmonton, and I saw Kawhi shot during a bowling league here. Wow. And I was the only one losing my mind. Nin Joel. I love that. I was actually watching it with a man from Cyprus and Edmonton, like mixed from both. Just became a Raptors fan during the playoff run, and I was in Montreal, but I had a very international friend group. My roommate at the time she was a Sixers fan. I was in the room with a Bucks fan, a couple Celtics fans and stuff. So then a bunch of kind of neutrals. He's the only guy that was cheering for the Raptors with me, and that was celebrating. So we got the Edmonton connection there. But Plano Kitty saying, coming in with the super chat saying, enough with the fluid criteria animation. Lol, yuck. Bueno Kitty. just because he super chatted. I won't play it again just for now, unless a good time for it comes up. But the fluid will never. We keep spewing fluids on this podcast. This is just wild. But did Justin Champagny look shorter to you, Ben? Scooby Doo got no more fro. He doesn't have the afro going, so he's gonna look shorter, I'd imagine. But he's still got those long arms. He's still getting boards. He did miss a couple of box outs too, which is weird. We never see that from Justin Champagny, even though he did get some crazy offensive boards. Just saying facts. Green Man Mill, I missed the facts. Where's the facts? No, they talk trash on Toronto when it's convenient. They deride our other teams. Hey, fair enough. But I get the beef, the Montreal and Toronto beef, but they got no other teams to root for, man. They got no other teams to root for. We gotta support the squad. Tank for Scoot. We're not tanking. If it's tanking, we're what is it? Break for Vic. I like that. I think No Dunks was talking about that on their pod earlier. But Coloco nickname is Loco Coloco. I like Special K. No is good. I like that. I like No too. Loco Coloco, they're good too. I feel like it's all about the moment. I feel like when a block happens, it's no. But Special K just seems like an icy nickname. But he looks big on the court. True. We spewing fluids. We be spewing fluids on this podcast, folks. That's what we're doing. And Greg is saying substitute the pylon animation. Rip Aaron Baines. I'm happy he's back playing basketball though. But he was sacrificed for Scottie Barnes in that tanking season. But you got to trademark no. Get it, throw it on a shirt. Would you guys buy it? I should get the merch back. The Patrick Star animation? Who would be Patrick Star? We got a Starboy. We got our Starboy animation cooking up. We got that rocking. The graphics need an update. We need some more stuff popping. But I don't care if the Habs lose every game this year, if they can just beat the Leafs every game. That's tough. Tom M, I'm assuming you're a Habs fan. Definitely subscribe to Habs Digest. Helps us out big time. Helps out the brand, man. Helps out the buys. They're grinding on that stuff. So definitely check them out. But we gotta haul Riker out of the woods. Get Riker back on the pods. I feel bad because I'm not responding because I have some interesting things for his return, but now I don't know if we're gonna get it before the thing. I don't know. I have a lot of fun things planned for this year. This year is going to be the year of the Raptors, the year of digest. Lots of just crazy things in motion, creating, cooking up. You've already seen some of the 2 new channel slots. Courtside Digest popping. Marcel out there killing it. He did a solo today. Definitely check out a solo of it. But that's what's happening. Make a YB animation. What's YB? But gotta smoke. So your voice is super gravelly when you say no. Man, I can't. I don't got that deep, ferocious voice. I'd love to be able to just swat people and swat that thing down. I got a block today in a game, and I'm very happy about it. I gassed myself up. I'm like 5'7", 5'8". So when I get shot blocks, I feel very elite. But is he lost? Should we put Rick on a milk box? No, he's out there. But see, that's the thing. The robber, if Poverty Montreal is actually got a team, the Raptors fans would turn quicker than KD talking trash on the Raptors too. No, I would never turn on the Raptors, but man, it's a squad. It's a squad. You building a conglomerate, Ben? I'm building a conglomerate. Tom M. It's the only way to describe Digest Media. It's what we're registered as a business, a conglomerate. I love it. But so is the rivalry now moved from Celtics to Cavs this year? Bueno, I think that I feel like the Celtics just have, even though we've had battles, we only have one playoff series. I feel like the Sixers and us and the Cavs and us have more central rivalries. Like we have one of the most iconic moments in NBA history against the Sixers, right? That shot. Then they got their revenge last season. So we're kind of 1-1 with the Sixers. We got the chip. They have chips in like the past. They're a more historic franchise. We've been, in my opinion, we have a championship in the past 20 years, so we've been better in recent seasons. So I like the battle between those two groups, and then obviously the Cavs. The Toronto years will always have a beef with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they're good now. So it's a vibe. It's a vibe. So Yeah, I think the Cavs and the Sixers are our two biggest rivals. The Magic want to be our rivals. The Magic fans absolutely hate the Toronto Raptors, so there's that. Heat fans hate us too, but that's its own thing. That's its own thing rocking. But no Koloko in G League whatsoever. Earth to the Meek. Yeah, he's not going to G League this year, man. He might end up. We said that about Dalano Banton last year, but he ended up in the G League and played really well. And obviously rookies hit a rookie wall. We can't overreact, even though it's what we do on post-game reactions. I'm gonna mess up my hair. But, you know, we out there. I want to invest 10K in Raptors Digest Inc. 10K for lots of love. Lots of love for Nameless. 10K super chat. Let's go. Get that rocking. We take all of our investments. You can buy shares via super chat. Pump the stock, baby. I'm like CoffeeZilla out here. Pump the Raptors Digest coin to the moon. Just I'm not calling out for the super chats, but Bueno Kitties. Magic fans hate us. I thought that was OKC fans. OKC fans too. Now it's the weird thing is I feel like, whoa, what the heck was that? Have I hit this tonight? I didn't even know I had this close up. OKC fans, I can't even take myself seriously with that. But yeah, OKC fans, because I love OKC, man. I think with Dort, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, two Canadians in the backcourt, Chet's a meme to watch. They have Josh Giddey out there with the hair flowing all over the place. They're a fun team, man. I'd like to root for OKC. Why are they beefing with us? Why are they beefing with our squad? I don't know what's on the go. So there's that. But Banton, Jason Cormier, I 100% agree. Banton is in for a breakout season. There's no other way to put it. The guy looks too elite at this point. So that's where we're at. Cloud Down is asking if Utah's going to make the Nets. I think he'll make the Nets. The Nets need more defense, need more hustle. So I think he fits in well, like with what he provides. They got enough offense. 3-point shooting is not their issue, and that was the one question mark about Yuta Watanabe. But yeah, lots of love for the animations. That's actually an interesting take. I have not heard that. What is it? The Dalano Banton for most improved player. Jason, I think you're onto something there, my guy. If he continues to play like this, man, he's getting some love from like Kenny Farrell and all these dudes across the league. His notoriety's picking up, so we'll see if Dalano Banton gets in there. But we got a super chat coming in from Bueno Kitty donating to the 10K fund to the moon. We got the moon. The digest stocks being pumped, folks. Love it. Love it. The digest coin. But getting free samples at Costco. No, it's a vibe. Banton's nickname is the man from Toronto. He is the man from Toronto. It's not even a nickname. It's just a fact. He is the man from Toronto. But the man from the place. The Raps can get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We'd be icy. We'd be cooking. We'd be out here rocking. Right? I'd love to see that for this squad, but I'm happy with Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet's a beast. Getting steals, knocking down threes, gets in. Oh my god, chat, you guys are wilding tonight. I promise, Bueno Kitty, I won't play the fluid animation. He just pumped the digest stock, so I won't do it again, at least tonight. But you guys gotta chill. But OKC is done. Yeah, it's tough. Like Dort ended up going down with another injury yesterday, so I think it's just a thigh contusion. But Shai's out. I've heard from I don't know if I'm supposed to be leaking stuff, but apparently Shai will be back game 1 of the season. I've heard from some insiders. That's right, your boy at Digest Media is getting some insiders, baby. It's we're getting those connects. We're cooking up. I think he'll be back. But Scooby-Doo is saying Ben. What's happening? Blue Nitro saying Justin made the final spot. Folks, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Is this true, Blue Nitro? Is it wrong? Is it right? I need a fact. Was there a Woj bomb? Let me know. Imagine just being in a locker room after you play. Josh Jackson just hustles his butt off for this team, and they're like, yo, you're cut. That'd be brutal, man. Give him at least a day. Give him a night. But Banton's numbers made it into my lottery numbers. All Raptors numbers. Love it. Love that. And that's this is live, Michael Edmond. So I want to know if this is what happening. Blue Nitro, you're making me get off the stream and grab a tweet. If this is fake news, I want everyone to throw Nitro L. Is there a Lakers trade? No, signing. Like someone signed Luke Garza. The retention rate, I can feel the retention dropping, folks. Get the drum roll going, chat. I'm searching up Michael Grange's tweet right now. Michael Grange's account. My phone is all in French, so I don't know what's going on. Okay. Per league sources, Justin Champagnie has earned the final roster position on the 15-man roster spot. Wow. DJ Wilson is out of consideration. We have wow. Shout out Justin Champagnie. Yeah. Right, we're getting some Blue Nitro. Throw some W's in the chat for Blue Nitro. Throw some W's in the chat for Blue Nitro, because that's from Grange. Now Grange is kind of full of it. He made me buy a Suggs cake, so I don't want to get too overhyped. But wow, Josh Jackson's gone. This is news, folks. This is news out here. Oh my goodness. How are we feeling about this chat? Leafs Digest is in the chat. Digest to the moon, baby. I love it. Shout out Leafs Digest. Definitely, I'm plugging all the channels here. I plugged the Leafs Digest. So check out Leafs Digest as well. Subscribe to their channel. Philly and Josh have been killing it. I was on their live stream last night. Philly's got the super setup now too. It's some icy stuff. But my goodness. Wow. How are we feeling about this, folks? This is what sorry for people's ears there. But okay, that's what I was sort of saying earlier. I feel bad for Josh Jackson now at this point. This dude is so cold. This dude is so icy at the start of preseason, man. The way you so dropping in. Oh my gosh. Wow. I am shocked. I am bewildered. Leafs Digest live tomorrow night. Check that stuff out. Fire pods from Leafs Digest. But oh my god, this is shocking. I'm happy for this. Long term, this is the play. Champagnie gets us rebounds. He gets us hustle plays. He's coming back from injury. He still had a better box score, better performance. Jackson did all the hustle plays. He did his thing out there. I'm surprised they came up with this decision so fast. Nick Nurse the game ended and he just ran to Masai Ujiri and to the locker room. They made their decision. That is crazy. Josh the Bosch. Bloomberg tweet also confirms it. Man, I'm gonna have to make a solo news video for this. Rip Josh Jackson, man. Sterling Fury is saying Wancho should have definitely been Goncho. And PK saying Josh played 2 good games is overrated. Fair enough, but he was like a 13-point per game scorer just a season ago. I am bewildered. I am shocked. Folks, this is some breaking news live on this pod. Wow. This is baffling. Gabe is gone too. Gabe, DJ Wilson, and Josh Jackson gone from the roster. Never to be seen again. I don't know if DJ Wilson will be back for any more 10 days or whatever. Doughton, and it means we didn't do anything weird with Harper or Jeff Doughton. Oh my goodness. My throat hurts now. I don't even know what to do. I don't know how to feel about this. I rarely have we ever had like breaking news on a pod that wasn't a live stream, like free agent live stream that I was, mentally prepared for. I was expecting to hear this news in a couple days. Shadow Champagnie. This is a big W. This is like what I wanted to happen. Yeah. All right. I don't even know why I'm like shocked. I'm surprised they just did it so early, and I feel bad for Josh Jackson. This dude, like if it happens right after the game, man, this dude's probably just, I hustled out there. We got the win. The man's feeling good about his game, right? The Raptors, your team wins a game, and you're feeling good about the squad, and then you just get cut like that? Sheesh. Masai Ujiri is this guy is cold-blooded, man. At least let it leak the day after, boys. At least let him have a good night's sleep. Celebrate the win against the Boston Celtics. Jeez. Oh my god. That's I hope, Ben, you broke the news. I hope you can put it back together. Michael Edmond, honestly, I got to give it to Nitro. Nitro's out here breaking the news for all of us out here. So throw some W's in there for Nitro. I was about to roll, because so many times I get baited with fake Woj bombs on this pod. But not a Woj bomb, but we definitely got a bombshell dropped on us. Yeah, we should have waited on that front. Wilson, Jackson, Gabe, 905 bound. I don't imagine Jackson play for the 905. He'll get picked up somewhere. Wilson, I doubt it as well. Wilson, maybe. He played for the Oklahoma City Thunder 905 team, but if he got cut this way after getting teased so much with 10-day contracts, right, I see why that's happening. But, guys, as we know, this, the roster situation for the Toronto Raptors, it's just fluid, folks. Just a fluid roster situation. Oh, wow. That's a nitro bomb out here, folks. That's a nitro bomb we got in the chat. Will saying, shout out Will. Shout out Will Chan. Good to see you, sir. I think Nick Nurse was probably able to push for Justin, seeing his 15th spot. No major effect either way this season. Yeah. Well, it has an effect. We need shooters off that bench, man. Our shooting is sketchy. And Josh Jackson, I guess, didn't have much of a shooting impact, so I guess you go with the more potential, the more hustle, the more finishing around the rim. But when Champagny airballed that shot, I was watching the game with my dad. We both looked at each other like, yeah, this man's cut. That's tough. It was kind of a joke, so I'm happy that's I'm happy that he made the team, because that was my pick. That was what I wanted. That was my decision. But I am bewildered. This is crazy out here, folks. And DJ gave us that tech by going on the court. Yeah, he was not in contention when got us that tech. Lost us a point. DJ Wilson's a -1 for this game. But would you rather have signed Josh instead of Harper? Yes. But we don't know about Ron Harper. We don't know what he can do. He's a two-way contract. Those are usually for potential guys. I don't think Josh Jackson would have signed on a two-way. So, yes, Josh Jackson's certainly a better player and win now and stuff, but I don't think he'd be a two-way guy. But I do like your sentiment. They're Scooby-Doo. But we still have Jeff. Oh, God. Oh, good. Yes, Jeff and Ron Harper are two-way contracts. So it'd be some weird manipulation would have to happen if they were to get cut. So Champagny's on the roster. So I think the decision was made before the game. Yeah, DJ, Nameless, the tech did not cost DJ his job. The fact that he didn't get a single minute in this game is indicative of the decision was made prior going into this game. So that's true. And Jay, I see what you're saying, but Christian Koloko, he is that rebounding big we need. He is that rebounding big. So we'll see what happens there. But and this is actually interesting. Throw it in the chat. I just want solo names, no context. Throw Bo Cruz or Jackson. Who would you guys have rather had on the roster? Because Bo Cruz has disappointed a lot of people just by not being over flaring. Now he hasn't been hustling for a roster spot like Josh Jackson. Jackson's had up and downs in preseason. I just want Bo Cruz or Josh Jackson. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I want to see what people are saying. But shows you how valuable Podol would have been for us. Tom M, without a doubt. But the Podol, we had to get Kawhi, so I'd rather the squad. But Jackson over Cruz. Lots of Jacksons in the chat. Wow. Interesting. Cloud on saying Wilson's Brittany Grinders, bro. Man, I remember I used to call DJ Wilson the prettiest man in the league. This dude looks like he's got the feminine features. I feel bad. I'm not roasting DJ Wilson at this point. This dude is he's good. DJ Wilson should be on an NBA roster. That's my take, without a doubt. But Tom M, you can't play Podol in the league. Yeah, Josh Jackson. Hey, people are throwing Bo. It's kind of all over the place. Indifferent. Fair enough. I think Bo Cruz is going to shock a lot of people. I think people are down on Bo. But Retro saying, hey, Ben. What's up, Retro? But I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good day too, Retro. Appreciate it. LF is saying Jenny Driscoll. Love it. Sign Jenny. Get it going. But teams let a foul pole. Yeah. Podol's got to improve the three-point shooting. But having someone like JV and Lowry makes us title contenders. Bring him back. Bring back the squad, baby. JV's tough to play in the playoffs, so he's not the greatest role defender. So that's what's happening. But Sterling's leaving. Take care, everybody. Take care, Sterling. Appreciate you. But Wilson the Tank Engine. I think Gabe can hit clutch shots. True. The same guy post Jackson. Cruz must have been really consistent in the practices. Yeah, Nurse was saying that Cruz was like one of the best guys in practice. So I think there's that there. And this has been an hour. I would have turned it down by now. We got some breaking news, Scooby-Doo. Got some breaking news. We got some fun chats on the go with this. That is wild. That is crazy, folks. I don't know how I'm feeling like a Leafs Digest pod going for a couple hours on this thing. Man, this is insane. Wow. What a pod. Live streams brought out. Caddy Pan is saying Josh is not a great shooter. That's true. Very, very true. It makes sense why you got cut. I get it. Like I wanted Champagny. I want Dalano. That's why I've been consistent on the videos. Jackson made his efforts to change my heart, to switch my heart over, but it was going to be Champagny and Dalano. That's the only two we got. But Bo Cruz is the guy that's there. But yeah, breaking news was not the Scoop B. Not some Scoop B stuff. Shout out Scoop B, man. Man's was giving us content this summer, baby. Love that. I know, Scoop GDB. Man's always going viral. I love how he always just puts out random stuff, and then Scoop just is always like, I've never lied to you. Man's always be lying. This dude is saying we'd throw Scottie Barnes in for KD. No chance. No chance that's happening. Josh developing in the 905 would be a good situation. Yeah, it's tough. Cruz is a closer. Gonna be closing some games. Absolutely love that. But get a like spike going, folks. We're at 8. We've had 250 people in here most of this pod. Not even at 100 likes. Let's get a little like spike going in honor of Justin Champagny making this roster.
All right. Yeah,
big dubs. Big dubs for the squad. People are asking if Cruz can be bought out by Bo Cruz. Don't be hating on Bo Cruz just yet. It's only preseason. We're only supposed to overreact positively to games for this stuff. But y'all remember Ishmael Wainwright? Boy, do I wish we signed him over Isaac Bonga last year. Get me I'm out of my rhythm right now. I'm about to curse on a pod. What? Can't be at that. But steal price for Jakob Poeltl. Free throws, steep price. Yeah, get him in free agency. That's when we should pick up Yak. But Cruz had a great EuroLeague tournament. This has to matter, right? Yeah, it's true. But Toronto Raptor scout Dawn, man. That's tough. That's a tough comment there, not gonna lie. But Cruz would be a good fit. Gee, yeah. People are sleeping on Mr. Bo Cruz. They're sleeping like I think I gotta head off and sleep. I'm coaching some kiddos tomorrow morning, some hoop. So gotta practice in a game. Gotta work out myself in the afternoon. Need some sleep at this point, but wow. Wow. What a podcast. What a preseason game. We got a classic on our hands. Is this the last preseason game, folks? And I'll let the chat answer the question. Was this the last one? As we get a like spike for LF, right? As we have a like spike going. But was this the last preseason game? I want to see what's yeah, it'd be weird we waived everybody right before preseason's even over. That would be crazy. And Ninjol saying, can't wait for the season. Love the streams, Ben. This is my favorite sports content. Keep it extremely fluid, everyone. Appreciate you, Ninjol. Goat, get that stuff rocking. I do remember Alex Len. Then we waived him all. Ben, do you remember when someone won a giveaway on the pod? Then there were a bunch of fake accounts. Do it for Jake, baby. Channel members, if there's anyone in there, throw in the Jake animation. We still got it. But too much melatonin. I did not take melatonin. If I took melatonin, I'd be asleep right now. But Tom Duke, much respect to you, my guy. We gonna be out here getting dubs with this Toronto Raptors. Definitely last. Okay, nice. Cavs are coming back, baby. Cavs are coming back. I love it. Call me, bro. I'll teach you proper Montreal French. Malik. Je veux apprendre beaucoup de français. I just said that. I'm butchering it now because I'm tired as well. Mais je regardais à l'appareil de photo et je dis bonne nuit, mes amis. Les fans de Raptors. Definitely better than when I spoke French last year. That's all I'm saying on this pod. But we got all that stuff rocking. Cavs are going down. That's facts, Tom Duke. That's facts. But that's what's happened. But don't be earballing Ben. Don't be breaking either, or else he might get traded again. True. I'd just be throwing dimes. That's all I'd be doing. Anyways, I'm rambling on. You guys are the best. I'm signing out. All you legends in the chat on a Friday night celebrating with us. Cheers.